All right, Julian, let's start before UL. Let's go back to Fulshear, Texas. Let's talk about your family and, just baseball life growing up. What got you to this point?
Ever since I was probably 3 years old, 2 years old, I always had a bat in my hand. I grew up going to my brother's games, my brother Andrew, my brother Daniel as well. We would always go to their games, and I was too antsy to go and actually watch them, so I was always just with the other kids of the other brothers, and we would just play however we could. Then by the time I was 4 or 5, my parents put me on a t-ball team. Then from there on, I just hadn't stopped playing. Then that's just part of my life.
What made you choose UL?
Yeah, what really brought me to this program, first off, was definitely Coach Robe. Whenever I came on my visit, I was in his office for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We were just talking about baseball, the word, and just trying to build men. That's what he always preaches about, and that was one of the main reasons I came here. Another reason is his facilities, the program itself, the culture that Lafayette has within it. So all those little things that bring out the big picture.
All right, let's talk about this season. Last year, your game has always been defensive catcher. And last year, at the second half of the season, the offense kind of came around with it. You finished with 34 RBIs last year. And so far this year, it's been a complete 180 for you. You just picked up right where you left off. Talk about the fact that you've already surpassed your RBI total this year from last year.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. I want to say a part of that test is 3 grand slams. I've kind of made it a little easier, but it's awesome to see the work that I put in starting to come out. From where I was my freshman year to where I am now, it's a complete 180, and I'm just very grateful for that.
So is there anything that you've changed this year in terms of your plate approach that's gotten the offense to come around earlier?
Not I wouldn't say too much of a change. I'd say probably a few weeks ago I started to try to get more head out of my barrel and try to get more to my pull side, but besides that, everything's kind of still the same. I think just my maturity is starting to grow out a little bit from last year to this year. I've seen a lot more pitching, those types of things.
For those that don't know, what's your walk-up song and how did it come about?
Okay, so it's called Cali Pachanguero. It's a very famous song from where my family's from in Colombia, in Cali. Actually, I didn't even choose it. I think Coach Deggs chose it for me. I chose this other song by J. Cole, Lights Please, but that song, it came about just randomly, actually. I wanted to do a Spanish song, and I didn't know what to do. Then Coach Deggs actually picked it for me, it shocked my mom more than me. But me, I was like, whoa! I didn't think anybody knew about that song, but it was pretty awesome.
Who pulls the most pranks on the team?
Most pranks. Ooh, most pranks. I'm gonna need a second on that. Dang. I want to say Max Marshak. Definitely Max Marshak.
Interesting.
Definitely.
And then
definitely.
This one obviously comes from social media trends, but is there anybody on the team that you would not let date your future daughter?
Oh gosh, that can go many avenues. I'd say Luke Uhas. He's a freshman, he's all about getting all the girls, and that's just how he is right now. He's a little young, so I go Luke Uhas.